What's up, y'all? So, I've been thinking a lot about if I should be plant-based or pescatarian. And I'm not sure which one I want to do because I was thinking that plant-based may be the best thing for my body. But then again, if I'm eating a lot of processed food, then it's not better. I do know as far as digestion, it's good, you know. I definitely noticed the difference with that as far as with digestion is okay, whether it's processed or not. But I know that processed food is not good for you. And I know that we should stop eating a lot of the processed food and, um, it's full of sodium and, it's just not good for you. Processed food is just not good for you. Whole foods um, is best. Whole foods are best for you. So I was also thinking about being a pescatarian because for some reason, whenever I try to be plant-based, I crave fish like crazy. But then when I'm not plant-based, I don't eat that much fish. So I don't understand, why my body does that or why I do that. So I think that, I don't know. I don't know. I was trying to be plant-based for a month. Actually, I've been trying to do the plant-based thing since 2013, but it's like I'm a foodie, so I like to eat. I like to eat a lot of food and all different types of food. So, that's hard for me. When I was little, for fun, I used to make a grocery list of things I wanted to buy when I was grown. Like that's how much I like food. And who does that as a kid? So, like, I like to eat. So, and it's hard because if I'm around a lot of people that eat like me, that's hard for me to do. I think as far as I've came, like, that's a good thing for me because I've cut out a lot of things. Like, I used to eat like crazy. I used to buy so much food sometimes that I almost didn't have enough room in my refrigerator. So, and I used to just eat all day, and then I'm a emotional eater. So if I'm mad, I like to eat. If I'm happy, I like to eat. So I just like to eat. And I mean, I was surprised I'm not 400 pounds. I mean, I don't even really see myself getting that far, but at the same time, I can eat like that. So since 2013, that's when I first heard about veganism and raw veganism. And that's when I just first heard about the word. When I first heard about it, I thought maybe they wasn't saying vegetarian right, or they was just using that for short, or they just didn't know what they was talking about. But really, I didn't know what I was talking about. So I found out about vegan. I've been reading a lot of the books and on being raw and all that type of stuff. But I can't be, I wouldn't be the type of person to necessarily cut out leather and all of that type of stuff now, because I didn't get into it for the animals initially. I was starting it for health reasons for my body, because I don't like being sick. I don't like people being sick around me. I just don't like illnesses. But since I have started to, do my research on it and start trying to be plant-based, I realized that I don't like, the killing of the animals and all of that, and it's not right. After watching the videos that I have watched, it's just not right. I don't feel like it should be, we should kill animals just because we want to eat or we want a steak or all of that. If you see the type of videos that I've watched, you will understand why, because it's very painful to see. But at the same time, I'm not an animal person. I don't want a pet in my house at all. I don't want any of that. I'm like a germaphobe, so to me, they're dirty. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to see any animals be hurt. But anyway, I don't think I could be a vegan anyway, because I've been trying for so long. And I'm not saying that it can't happen, because I mean, you never know. As we get older, our taste buds change, and then as time go on, I, feel like I can do it better than the last time. But at the same time, um, I really crave fish a lot, and I know that we shouldn't eat no more than 3 servings of fish per week because of the mercury that's in the fish. And to me, that's kind of hard because I would want to eat fish every day if I could. But it's hard, and as a child, I didn't even really care for fish like that unless it was fried, and you couldn't get me to eat fish sticks, and I still won't eat fish sticks to this day because it's still nasty. But at the same time, like, I crave fish. Like, I can eat tuna fish all the time. I can eat salmon. I don't know if you're supposed to say salmon or salmon, but either way, if salmon is right, I don't care because salmon just sounds better to me. It feels better to my mouth to say salmon. So anyway, at the same time, I'm just not sure what I should do. Then you have a lot of people who are transitioning from the vegan diet. I mean, they're leaving veganism, and I don't understand that either. I don't know. Then you have the people who've been vegan for over 20 years. So I really don't know. But at the same time, it's like the way my lifestyle is set up, it's hard for me to be vegan. I'm not going to try to, or plant-based. I'm not even going to say vegan, plant-based, fully plant-based, because I'm not trying to force my children to be that way. And then it'll be hard because a lot of times people don't respect what you're trying to do, like as far as your family members. And, I need babysitters a lot of times. So, when you let your kids go to other people's house, family members, they are going to give the kids a lot of times whatever they want to give them when you're not around. So, and then at the same time, my kids, I don't want to just take it away because they weren't born into that. So they're used to eating certain things. But what I do is I don't buy a lot of junk. I don't buy a lot of junk food to have it in my house. So if I want organic food in my house, then that's what we're going to eat. My kids really don't care if stuff is organic or healthy, as long as it tastes good. They don't care how healthy it is. They just want it to taste good. So, I definitely do not eat pork. And, yeah, we're not going to eat pork. And that's one thing people will respect, is that we're not going to eat pork, because I really don't play that. But, as far as me and my diet of trying to be plant-based and pescatarian, it's a lot easier to be a pescatarian because I don't, it's like when I go out with my friends, it's easier for me to find, it's fish on the menu. I can't eat shellfish because I'm allergic to it, but I can eat other fish. And, it's like when I do try to be plant-based, it's not much to choose from. And a lot of times, like, I have my friends, I'm so used to us eating when we are together. It's like as soon as I see my friend, I automatically think food. Like, it's like I want to go eat. But then it's like trying to do this plant-based thing is kind of hard. And then I don't want to be around, it's hard to hang out with people and just be plant-based. But at the same time, whether if I'm a pescatarian or not, I really don't want to eat dairy. Now, I'm going to tell you, I love some cheese on everything. And I love when I make macaroni and cheese. I like my macaroni and cheese better than anybody's, for real. But I don't like the way it makes me feel. Like, dairy, like, cheese tastes so good on everything. It really does. Melted cheese. I mean, regular cheese, unmelted cheese tastes good on some crackers. And, I mean, it's really good. It tastes really good, but I don't like the way it makes me feel. Chicken tastes good, but ever since I started doing the plant-based thing and not eating it every day or every week, I don't like the way it feels. It's like once I swallow it, I don't like that feeling. Beef, it's something about beef that just got this taste, this little addictive taste to it. I mean, beef is just a steak from Longhorn. So good. But anyway, And it's like when I was trying to, when I used to cook my spaghetti, I would replace it with ground turkey instead of ground beef. And then I'm thinking, oh, it kind of tastes the same. Then I get some ground beef and it's just like that addictive taste. Then you put that mozzarella cheese on there. I mean, it's just addictive. I don't want to eat like that anymore. So, because it's my taste buds that want me to keep eating, but it's like once I swallow it, I don't like the indigestion or the heartburn and I have acid reflux. So it's like, it feels like a big lump, a hard lump. It's just going down so slow and it hurts. And I just don't like that feeling. I don't like if I'm feeling sluggish or everybody like to say you get the itis. I don't really care for all of that, when I eat plant-based or even pescatarian or, but mostly plant-based. Even when I'm at work, I don't get that sleepy feeling after I eat lunch like I used to when I was eating, the standard American diet. And when I would try to eat raw, and I even noticed the difference from when I was eating the overnight oats, the raw oatmeal, compared to the cooked oatmeal. So when I would eat that at work in the morning, the cooked oatmeal, I would get sleepy right afterwards. But when I ate the overnight oats at work, I had energy. So it's like, I know the difference in when, plant-based foods and even raw plant-based foods. Raw plant-based foods, you don't get sleepy. You don't get tired from that. But at the same time, it's like for that comfort, I would crave hot food. It's like automatically lunch and dinner makes me think of something warm to eat. I mean, sometimes, for lunch you can have a salad or something. But lately I've not been wanting a salad. And it's like maybe because it was cold outside and, maybe things would change once it really started to get hot. But, I'm so confused in my diet because, I mean, I've been like this for the last few years. That's why, people be like, you've been doing this since 2013. You really don't, you ain't gonna never stop eating meat. No, that is not it. It's just, I can't make up my mind of what I want to do because I like the feeling of, of when I eat, plant-based, but I also, when I eat fish, I don't have that indigestion feeling or anything like when I eat chicken or beef or anything like that. So that's another thing that, makes me want to be like, should I be a pescatarian? And I'm going to tell you, one thing that I do want, but I really don't want is eggs, because there ain't nothing like eggs with cheese, but I eat cheese on my eggs. And I'm trying not to eat cheese. So that's a confusing thing to me. But I don't really feel bad when I eat eggs. I don't really feel a bad feeling or anything. Eggs are light. And eggs can end up tasting good without cheese if you make it right. But at the same time, ain't nothing like no eggs with cheese and some pepper on it. So, it's just really hard. And then I'm the type of person that when I have a man, I enjoy cooking for my man. Like, and I don't know any men in my life that wants to be plant-based. So, but either way, I know I can get to the point of fixing some plant-based meals. But men, the men I'm around, they want meat. They want comfort foods themselves sometimes. And I enjoy cooking for a man because it just makes me feel good when he likes my food. I like cooking for my kids sometimes, and my kids definitely like when I cook. But you know how kids can be picky sometimes. They'll eat something and be like, oh, this is good. This is real good. And next thing you know, you can fix the same thing the same way, it tastes the same. And then they be like, I don't want it the next time. Kids be a little funny. Now, as my kids get older, they eat, they really like to eat the older they get. And I've never been that type of kid. Even if it was stuff that I didn't like, I would eat it. I would just eat the thing I didn't like first and then eat the good stuff after that. And there's two things I would not eat. Growing up, that my mama fixed that I just will not eat. And that was liver and onions. You still can't get me to eat that to this day. And green peas, and I still won't eat that to this day. The only way I eat some green peas is if it's mixed with other vegetables. Alright, y'all, so the video getting a little too long, so I'm going to have to make a part 2, so stay tuned.